Hi Aquarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your June 2021 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic crossbred as always, and I also pulled an Oracle card and a Mudra card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice to get an idea of where your focus will be as far as that goes. So, let's see what we get. Okay, so we have Leo energy, which is your opposite sign, and pretty sure Mars is going to move into Leo around the middle of the month. All right, we have 9, so that's the 9th house. For you guys, that's Libra. Astrologically speaking, there won't really be anything going on there, but we also have Uranus, and Uranus is in Taurus, and that's your 4th house of home, family, so there could be some focus there too. All right, so getting started with your main spread. We have Temperance in reverse. That's Sagittarius energy. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, which is Virgo energy, and the Wheel of Fortune. So interesting to see this in the reverse. Could just be saying that you might have been feeling out of balance around a certain situation, possibly even with your friendships, or possibly even you guys, because, you know, for you guys, Sagittarius is your 11th house, and that's the house that Aquarius naturally rules too. So could just be saying if you've been feeling out of balance and, you know, so really haven't been able to put in the work, or feeling like you didn't know where to even start. With the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, it says that you should be coming out of energy, so things actually can be restored. If there was a friendship that you might have had a falling out with, that could come back into balance too. Of course, there's going to be the Mercury retrograde in Gemini, which is your 5th house, so there could be some connection to romance for some of you as well. But yeah, it looks like there's something that's been out of balance for you guys lately. It should be actually turning around in a positive way for you this month. All right, in the Challenger obstacle position, quite a few cards came up. We got the 5 of Swords, which is actually Aquarius energy. The Fool. King of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. And 9 of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. So with the 5 of Swords here, especially given that this is in a challenge position, I feel like this is saying that, you know, if someone tries to engage you in those type of dynamics where, you know, maybe some kind of arguments, where you know that the conversation, there's not really going to be any, you know, productive, positive outcome out of the conversation, could just be saying that, you know, your best bet would be to avoid it overall, avoid it altogether rather, and then with the King of Cups showing up here, this could just be saying if it's with friends or in the work environment especially, try to avoid it too, because with the King of Cups, the way I'm seeing this, it could just be saying that, you know, whatever the outcome would be, if you actually were to engage in that 5 of Swords energy, I feel like this is saying that you guys would end up looking bad in the situation, even though, you know, if you weren't the ones to start the whole thing, you know, so that's what I'm kind of seeing there. And so obviously, yeah, on the one hand, like I said, if you're the ones who are thinking of getting into that type of dynamic, it'd be best to avoid it this month if possible. And if someone brings it your way too, looks like the best bet would be to avoid it as best as you can and let them deal with the fallout, you know, because likewise, like I was saying, you know, if you guys end up engaging in it, then you end up looking bad. But if you don't, it's all going to fall on the other person or the other party. So something to keep in mind with that. All right, in the foundation position, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is Virgo energy here. So if you guys have been waiting for some kind of investment of some kind to pay off, or maybe even waiting for some kind of loan for something, this could just be showing some positive movement on that. But more than anything, could just be saying that you guys might be getting a bit settled into a daily routine that you're finding that works well for you, and actually being able to, you know, balance that, you know, actually earning money in the day-to-day, but also finding some time to get out and enjoy yourselves too. If you're not already in that energy, given that we saw the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, could just be saying that that'll be coming your way soon, like we said with that Wheel of Fortune. You know, at the time I'm recording this, we're about to have Jupiter move into Pisces, which is your second house of finances. So that could be what helps you guys get a boost in that regard. All right, in the past energy, we have the Four of Swords. So this is an energy that points to healing, and successfully so. Naturally, this comes after the Three of Swords. So there definitely could have been a disappointment or some kind of heartbreak that you guys might have gone through. And maybe even that's why we're seeing the ninth house come up as one of the dice there, saying that you might have had some kind of a disappointment. Maybe even going back to the Libra full moon during the Aries season. But yeah, it looks like it's saying that you've probably been going through a healing process from that. And of course, the good thing with going through that healing process is I think that's going to help you guys avoid that Five of Swords energy. Whereas if someone doesn't go through that healing process, tries to skip that step, they tend to go from the Three of Swords right to the Five of Swords. So I think this is a good sign that for most of you, you'll be able to avoid that dynamic. All right, in the present, we have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So Taurus energy here. And, seeing this Page of Pentacles, I always point out, if you guys have been watching my channel, you've probably seen me say it before, but it always sticks out to me that Pentacle looks like it's just out of his reach, right? It's like kind of sort of getting in his hands, but looks like it's not quite there yet. So if that's how you guys have been feeling around finances, it looks like I said, it looks like there's going to be some kind of boost there for you guys this month. Let me see what else comes to mind with this. And if this was just you guys possibly even getting settled in your home environment as well, could just be saying that now you're finally getting comfortable. So, maybe you just moved in to a new place recently and now it's just a matter of getting everything furnished, right? Getting everything moved in and settled. Looks like you could be getting there as well. All right. In the near future position, we have the Ace of Cups. So this could just be saying energetically, if there was some kind of financial difficulty that you guys were going through, as that gets settled for you, maybe this is saying that now you have the energy to look toward more, like romantic type connections, or possibly even just getting back into your creativity, getting some flow there. You could be getting some creative ideas that come your way, which would make sense too, given that we have the Mercury retrograde in your fifth house, which points to creativity a lot of times. So, you just might be seeing some creative ideas come your way. Doesn't necessarily mean you'd have to act on them right now, or again, even if it's like a love dynamic, it doesn't mean you have to act on that either, but it looks like the opportunities will be there. All right, in the position of your influence in the situation, we have the Knight of Swords. This is actually Gemini energy here. So I will say, just given this energy, and this card tends to pop up a lot during the months when there's a Mercury retrograde at play. And it makes sense because, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And to me, the horse even is moving in the direction toward the pass and the spread too. So another indicator that could be pointing to that retrograde energy. But this could just be saying, to me, more of a cautionary thing. Like I said, keep in mind with that Five of Swords we saw in the challenge position. So, try not to be too reactive if you can avoid it when it comes to communication, because we'll have the Mercury retrograde and also Mars will be moving into your opposite sign around the middle of the month too. So, that could be a tricky set of energies there. So just try to, if possible, think things through before you communicate, because they could be perceived the wrong way. All right. In the environment position, we have the Nine of Cups. So this is Pisces energy here. So again, that points to finances for you guys, because Pisces is your second house of finances. But this points to an energy of contentment, knowing what you bring to the table. And, when you tend to get an energy, it tends to attract things your way anyway. So I feel like this is kind of the energy you guys are in. This can be someone you're dealing with as well. And if that's the case, they might be the ones, that Ace of Cups energy is pointing to. But for the majority of you, I feel like this is more pointing to your energy. All right, in the hopes or fears position, we have the Ten of Wands. So this could just be saying that, if you feel like there's been burdens, especially if it is, like I said, given that Sagittarius is your 11th house, if it's around friendships or groups you've been dealing with, or maybe even hopes and wishes you've had, I feel like this is saying that you're hoping to release that burden. For some of you, it could be a fear that you feel like it's just going to continue to grow, though. But yeah, obviously for most of you, I feel like it's more of hope though. And in the outcome position, we have the world. So this usually points to cycles of completion, successful completion at that. I usually view this as a North Node energy too, and we do have, the North Node in your fifth house. So like I was mentioning before, if it's around romance or creativity, this could definitely be a good sign as far as that goes. See if anything else comes to mind with this. And, this tends to have a Saturn type of energy to it too. And of course, Saturn is in your sign. So maybe this is just showing that, as Saturn started to move through your sign and might have challenged you guys and tested you guys in some ways, this could just be saying that, even though you still have a ways to go with that transit, it could just be saying that you're already starting to grasp those lessons. And it's, and the rewards of that are being reflected on the outside for you. So that's what I see there. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So definitely an indicator that things are going to be moving pretty rapidly for you guys this month. So, usually this is more of a positive energy, and this is Sagittarius energy too. So, looks like that situation there might just be a minor blip on the radar, but it is something at least worth keeping in mind, especially, like I said, between the retrograde and Mars moving into your opposite sign, and eventually that's going to make a square Uranus. So there's going to be, and opposed Saturn. So there's going to be some tense, some tense aspects made as Mars does move through your opposite sign. So be on the lookout for that. All right, and moving on to the Oracle card, you guys got peace. There's the artwork, and the number is 23. Okay, it says freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. The Oracle's message. It doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. So, pretty positive message there. The relationship message says when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours, and it is to be savored. So, obviously, a pretty positive message there as well. Like I said, I didn't pick up on a huge romantic connection vibe here, but if that's the case, given that we do see the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups, looks like there is some positive, supportive energy for that too. The prosperity message says this is one of those times when you're capable of clear vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by a presence to step into your power. Just being is enough, for you are in peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work. So, pretty positive message there as well. And I will read, just because of that energy we see there in a challenge position, I will read the protection message as well, in case that resonates with some of you. It says, now is a time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life, all that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself, and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. This too shall pass, and once again your life will be filled with beautiful music. So, pretty positive message there too. Like I said, I'm really picking up for most of you, especially given that we see the Four of Swords in the past. I don't feel like most of you are going to engage in that anyway, but just because I did see the Knight of Swords there, I wanted to at least cover that just in case. All right, and lastly, we have a mudra for you guys. So the mudra you guys got for this month is the Mushti mudra. There it is there. Keyword for it is centering. And all right, there we go. All right, got everything in a frame. So if you want to pause it or take a screenshot to read what it has to say, you can. But under benefits, it says reduces anxiety and nervousness, strengthens digestion and assimilation, eliminates nightmares, calms the mind, imparts a sense of centeredness within the body, reduces fatigue, and increases overall vitality. So if that sounds like something you think would be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name of the mudra in the description of the video as always. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.